everybody, my weekly update here. Hopefully you will have all done your fitness, your sponsored fitness this afternoon, so that we can raise lots of money for the National Health Service, which would be absolutely fabulous. I know I've walked 5 times around the field, that hurt. Anyway, as promised last week, I told you that I would have a plan once I knew what I needed to have in my plan. So I've been working very hard this week with my senior leaders to create a plan. So, as you know, our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, announced last Sunday that children in reception, Year 1 and Year 6, are coming back to school from June the 1st. Over the last week, I've received daily guidance, and some of it coming out quite late at night, from the Department for Education and also from the local authority. Some useful, some not quite so. But anyway, the senior leaders, there's about 7 of us, got together in school on Tuesday, and we spent about 4.5 to 5 hours creating our plan, just like what I said I would. All right? So I've written to parents and carers today to explain my plan. Now, if you're a parent or carer watching this, I suggest you read my letter, particularly if you have children in reception Year 1 and Year 6, with a cup of tea, or even better, maybe a glass of something, because it's quite long and quite detailed, and you might need to read it twice. So, but I thought what I would do is that I would explain to you, the children, as much as I can, how life will change when you come back to school. I'm currently sat in Holly classroom, okay, in one of the Year 1 classrooms, and normally you turn the children would sit in groups, okay? That will not be happening in any of our classes. We're going to try really hard to follow the 2-metre social distancing rules. So here I am, sat at my workstation at a desk. I have my own pencil, and I have my own, well, I have a pen. In Year 1, you wouldn't necessarily have a pen. You would in Year 6. I have my water bottle that I bought from home that's on my table, and I have my books, okay? And if I was staying in the classroom, my coat wouldn't go on my peg or in my locker. It would go on the back of my chair, so that I have everything that belongs to me in this little space here. So this is my workstation, this is my workspace, and this will be cleaned regularly every day. I mean, it's already cleaned every day, but even more cleaned every day, okay? So the plan is that we're going to split the year groups in half, and we're going to have a Team A and a Team B, and it's not going to be Team A and B, it's going to be Team Panda and Team Koala, and you'll either be in the pandas or you'll be in the koalas. How fantastic is that? Okay? If you're a panda, I think, okay, you need to read the letter. You come in on June the 1st, but if you're a koala, you have to wait till the 8th. So we've split the year groups in half, okay, and then we've split those, each of those halves into groups of no more than 10. So in every classroom, we're going to have 10 children, okay, with a teacher. Might not be your class teacher. Okay, it might be we've had to borrow a teacher from somewhere else in school, but that's okay. They're all very excited about teaching different ages and different children. What we will make sure is that you get the opportunity to spend some time with your class teacher while you're in school, okay? So that's really important, is that everybody gets to spend time with their class teacher while they're in school, even if it's not all day, every day. So there would be 3 tables like this across this classroom, all socially distanced. Or there might actually be 4 in here in 2 rows, because we've tried to work out, so we've measured every classroom, and we can't get any more than 10 workstations in for to make sure that we're following all the social distancing rules. Life will be very different, okay, so we'll be moving from one way of teaching to doing a different way of teaching, and I think you need to know that. I think you need to know that there probably won't be any sitting on the carpet initially, because we can't do that with social distancing. As much of the learning that we can do in school will be done outside, so that we can spread things out and keep everybody safe. I'm even contemplating dividing up the field, so that I know that each year group's got their own quarter of the field, because there's also still got to be provision for our key worker children who are in other year groups. So all of these things have had to be thought about, and we have our plan, and we are working to continue to develop our plan. The chances are I'm going to send out detailed information next week for each year group so that you know exactly what's going to happen from when you get into school in the morning to when you leave at night. We've had to do staggered start times and staggered finish times so that I can minimise the number of crossovers that there are in school. It's all a bit exciting really, and all just a little bit different. So I wanted to just check. Oh, the only other thing I want to tell you, obviously, when we come back to school, the temptation to hug your friends, because you haven't seen them for so long, is going to be huge. And guess what? You can't do that. Okay, we won't be able to hug our friends. We'll be able to see them, and we'll be able to talk to them, and we'll be able to share stories with them, but we won't be able to hug them when we come back to school. So, as always, my aim is to keep the children, the parents, and particularly my staff safe. And I've done everything I can to reduce the risks to for everybody so that we can keep everybody safe and well. I can't guarantee that I will be able to do everything in terms of safety. I have done the best that I possibly can in managing to keep all of our children, all of our staff, and all of our parents safe. One of the key things in terms of parents is I'm only going to allow one parent per child to be bringing their children and collecting their children from school, because I need to keep the risks down. So things will be I will be a little bit bossier than normal. How is that possible, you ask? But I will be a little bit bossier than normal, just to ensure that I've kept everybody safe. And you all need to work with me to do that, children and parents alike. Anyway, I think that's all for now. That's quite a lot of information. Letter going out today, further letters for reception year 1 and year 6 next week, just to confirm the plan. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what life will look like for you when you come back to school. Take care, see you soon, bye!